Welcome back to Monster Train, everybody. And today, we're gonna go back to a regular run. I do want to get these challenges finished up, but sprinkle a few regular runs in there too. So let's see if we can't finally get two in a row. It's been a while. So as usual, random clans. Let's hope we can win this one. All right, we got Hellhorned Umbra. Cool. We get some vents, nice early AoE, helps us clear big floors. Immortal Trade can be useful on the bosses, and Fire Chomper, well, not great to begin with, but maybe we can find some way to spend that energy. Of course, we have our Shade Splitters and our Torches, decent way to start, and the Hornbreaker Prince himself. So, and the boss is the one that likes me a lot, getting this one a lot, but it's the boss that attacks immediately, so that's something to keep in mind. Alright, we get Drop Cage or Spike here. No synergies with Drop Cage yet. There certainly are some for both these factions. Can find some good uses for the Drop Cage. The Spike is a little bit more generically useful. You just kind of get some bonus stats on whatever you summon. I think I'm just going to go with that for a bit of a stronger start. Even though the drop cage could be very good. Alright, so we get one of these two versions of the Prince. With the morsel immediately there, this is a little bit more tempting. It gives us a lot more attack with the multi-strike, and we could potentially feed it more morsels down the line, but I think I'd rather just keep our Hornbreaker Prince as a DPSer for this run. We'll give him the Slay triggers and hope to hide him behind something. See, Spikes 3 is pretty annoying, and we're fighting against these things. We can probably pick off the foot soldiers with some torches and whatnot, so they're not as big of a deal. So I'm going to take this. These guys might end up hurting the Pyre a bit, because it'll be difficult to actually kill them, but I think we'll be fine. This is pretty much the perfect draw we were hoping for. Get to immediately kill this, and then play a Steward and our Prince. Our Prince is going to get the kill here. Though now cursed to me, he's going to die to spikes, so that was foolish, but it is what it is. And we'll play one at the top as well to get a potential collector. Yikes. Okay, not a great draw here. Let's see, I do get to play my whole hand, so might as well do that and see what comes of it. Okay, not amazing. I might put Lifesteal on the Prince. Let's see, this thing's gonna take 2, 5, 5, so this thing dies. Yeah, that seems okay to me. Let's go Immortal Trade, so that way our Hornbreaker Prince can actually survive here. Can't save this Train Steward, unfortunately, even with these morsels. So I guess I'll put a Pyre Chomper up here to get us a kill, and just play a couple of these for some energy next turn, offset the Ember Drain that we're going to suffer from. Okay, these vents are really nice. Let's go with one Train Steward, one Shade Splitter, and then one vent. And this can go on our champion, sure. Alright, great. For Torch, we get a Steward to play in the front. And that's nearly a kill. I bet this will actually finish it off. There we go. Alright, solid start. Managed not to take any pyre damage despite the trial. Okay, well there's Hidden Passage, which would have been, of course, great with the drop cage, but it might still be a good pickup. The alternatives are what? Imp and a Ritual Battle. Doesn't look like we have anything that's insane rage synergies right now. So I might just take Passage. Though it is a little bit worse when playing Umbra, because you usually want some space on each floor to continue playing Morsels, and so you can't stack like a really massive floor typically, unless you find some other kind of tank. But I'll take one anyway, and we'll see if we can make it work. Alright, Untumbra's Salt and Making are both decent. Let's see, we already have torches and vents, so this does become a little less necessary. But we don't have a lot of energy, so the making's a little bit tough. Let's go with the assault still. Now I'll feel less bad about cutting torches later as well. And of course go towards the Merchant of Steel here. We get health, attack, and quick. Okay. Let's see what we find. Okay, Crucible Warden's perfect against Seraph the Patient, so that's a really nice pickup. Not too interested in giving it quick. I am probably interested in giving it a little bit of extra health just to help it survive those early phases. And I'll invest in a reroll here if we can get, yeah, exactly what I was hoping for. Multi-Strike is fantastic here. Let's go ahead and pop that on. Don't think I'm going to bother putting anything on the Emperor, any of the Train Stewards, but this is a really excellent start, so. That should carry us through the early game and actually still be helpful in the late game as well. That's fine. Okay. Probably just stack all of our power in the middle floor here. So we'll go Crucible Warden backed by Hornbreaker Prince. Then play Assault. Leave room for one steward up there, I guess. And here. Okay. We'll save these guys, I suppose. Don't know how realistic that it is to have anything survive down here with the increased attack. But certainly we'll get a chance to going up here, torch the Collector, and I want to keep playing Morsels, of course, for this guy. Make sure we keep stacking those shields. Oh, well, messed up the order there, missed a Slay Trigger on our champion. It's okay. Alright, nothing much that can be done here. Oh, I guess our champion doesn't matter anyway, since this guy has sweep. So that's what it is. Or may as well get some extra energy. Shade Split here, and then just play a big vent. And our tank should handle things sufficiently here. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's see. Another vent, probably not what we need. Another Ritual of Battle. Again, well, we do have this thing with multi-strike now, but still not too excited about it. I might actually try the Fortify. It lets us give the Prince a little bit of extra armor against stuff like Sweep and Spikes. And just having one of those floating around the deck is sort of helpful. Prism Retrieval, Mind Collapse, Cannibalize. Am I interested in any of these? Not interested in Prism Retrieval. Mind Collapse. We have enough direct damage, so it's a question of whether Cannibalize is good enough. It could eventually be good enough. We can do something with this Pirate Chomper. Say we give this Endless, for example. It's like kind of a combo, but I think I'm going to skip it. Alright, and we can pick up Demon Fiend and Alpha Fiend or a Shadow Eater. Not completely opposed to a Shadow Eater, though it might be a little tough to try and fuel both these. But the Shadow Eater really only needs one morsel each turn just to do that AoE damage. Demon Fiend, of course, excellent, but we don't have a way to get into play other than Pyre Chomper at the moment, so that's a little bit of a tough sell. And Alpha Fiend, good DPS, but not quite sure if that's what we need. We're going to a Merchant of Steel, 145 gold. Or we could, I should say, go to a Merchant of Steel. Probably end up going to the banner, though. I'll pick up the Shadow Eater. I think it's good enough. Even though I'm not that excited about it. Lifesteal 2 or Consume cards do things. Well, we don't have any Consume cards. So I guess we'll have our unit center with Lifesteal. Nothing... Not too shabby, not amazing, though. Alright, Branded Warrior versus Alpha Fiend. Not super excited about either of these. The Alpha Fiend, I mean, is decent, don't get me wrong. It's a powerful unit, but currently we're looking like Shadow Eater. God, the Shadow Eater being 3 tiles is actually pretty problematic. So Shadow Eater on the bottom, these guys somewhere on a 5 floor, and then... Oh boy. Yeah, I'll take the Alpha Fiend. I don't know quite where it's gonna work out yet. Okay. Stygian, Melting Remnant, or Awoken. I might take an Awoken pick here. That's often some sort of heal, which would be a nice little addition. This is often some sort of damage. It's not gonna be too good. Let's give this a go. Okay, Quick's interesting. Cycle of Life, Adaptive Mutation. That one's something to think about as well. I don't think Adaptive Mutation is good here. Do I want Quick on one of my units? It's decent on the Prince some amount of time. It's got an Alpha Fiend. Yeah, I think there's enough use for it. Alright, let's see what we can find. Hidden Passage. Alright, well, this mining morsel's not long for this world. I will go ahead and deploy the units here. Then play one steward at the top. Let's see, you attack twice. Yeah, I may as well send one of these guys. These double explosions are pretty nasty. Alright, here's our Alpha Fiend, which I forgot to leave room for. Should have not played this Train Steward, I suppose. So... would I rather have that or the Shadow Eater? I think here I'd rather have the Fiend. Though, yeah, we might end up having to take Capacity, which is not really what I love doing, but that's what it is. I definitely want this. And then probably just vent up here. Lifesteal helping us out at the moment. Okay, there's Shadow Eater, which can't really do anything. Gonna give this quick, I think. Go ahead and eliminate this thing. Gives us a couple of morsels. Let's see, stack more damage shield here. That makes a lot of sense. Then I think I'll play this as a tank and just Well, this haste is a little bit concerning since our middle floor is our power floor, but luckily we drew a vent, so it doesn't matter. This guy's life stealing anyway, so I guess there's no harm in doing things this way. Alright, loves throwing those down here. Let's see, definitely want some sort of morsel. Do I need to kill this is the question. Can I afford to kill the bomb here? I think I can afford to do this. Alright, so now we'll just torch that. This is dying, excellent news. And that's about all I've got. But this floor should of course handle things more than easily. Alright, so there we go. Transcend Imp, Trample, and Bolts. Is Transcend Imp any good right now? It just gives us some energy. So, no. Don't think I want Trample or Blazing Bolts either. We again just don't have the energy to be throwing this out, so I'm going to take a skip here. Oh, my friend the Shadow Siege is here, but really not any great ways to deploy it, so not going to do that. We have a Construct and a second Shadow Eater. Certainly don't need a second Shadow Eater. The Construct's interesting. We have one more banner to go to. There is also a Hellvent we could use to potentially get some sort of additional units out of. I don't think it would be insane to duplicate the Crucible Warden and then try to find lots of ways to go hard on creating morsels. So then we'd have Crucible Wardens on floors 2 and 3 and a Shadow Eater on floor 1 with some DPS behind them in the form of this Alpha Fiend, this Hornbreaker Prince, and something else. So this would be a skip then, and we just plan to pick up a DPS unit out of this Hellhorn banner. That actually sounds fine to me. And that probably means we have to take capacity, or anything to fit behind the Shadow Eater, plus we need some more space at the top, like where they're, yeah, so we'll take capacity here. And yeah, plan to go this way. Okay, I of course get offered 2 tanks, that makes sense. Well, that's a bummer, but I can't do much about it. I'm not picking these units up. They don't really help our plan at all. We'll take the bigger Slay trigger, of course, and I am still going to duplicate here. And start removing a couple of these stewards. They don't really do much. And yeah, there's a Merchant of Steel coming up. There's another Hellvent as well, which is interesting. There's the next Merchant of Steel after that. There's one immediately after, so I could duplicate Alpha Fiend, though the fact that it's large presents a little bit of an issue. Something to think about. For now, off to our next battle. Enemy on each floor. I don't think I mind that too much. We have some DPS or some AoE damage, and our Pyre's in really good shape, so. Okay. Well, this is pretty much exactly what we didn't want to see, but what can you do? And the bottom floor is the smaller floor, which is also a bit of an issue. We did get a vent at least, that part actually helps. So, it's tricky. I need triggers on Alpha Fiend and on Hornbreaker Prince for this to really work out great. So I think I'm going to go Alpha Fiend in the middle and Hornbreaker Prince at the top. Seems about right. And then I have to decide where I want to vent. I think the middle's still correct. Just prevents the most damage. And these weights, of course, a huge pain in the ass here. Let's go ahead and deploy one of these top. Get that, get the days moving on that one. And here, I probably want the extra energy, so I will play this Chomper. Just debating if I want to play it on maybe a different floor, but I think just having it down here to die is totally okay. And let's just stack the top floor. Okay, here's a Shadow Eater. I will be playing that one and giving it a morsel, I think is correct. Alright, man, we're drawing cards so slowly. If I can find any card draw, that would be really fantastic. Alright, I have to continue to throw morsels down here. Yeah, I might have overestimated my ability to make morsels. Let's see how that pans out. None of the rest of this does anything, so it's fine. Yeah, not having something along the lines of a Morsel Master is really hurting here. Let's give some to this one. Yeah, the rest just doesn't do much. A hidden passage coming up, if that matters. Oh, I can, of course, do this old trick. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Oh, I don't draw a single morsel. That sucks. I really would have liked to eliminate these guys, but can't do that now. Let's give you quick, and oof, man, this is a bad hand. Holy crap. Just play all these. Luckily, we're strong enough here. Well, I guess I'm gonna take a little bit of damage, unfortunately. This is the problem with taking capacity, of course, is that your deck, you draw slow, you don't have enough energy. It's a little bit rough. None of this appeals. Cave-in, Grovel, Kindle. Grovel is pretty good. It gives us some morsels, it gives us damage shield. That's a solid combination. Cave-in, of course, the card I was mostly thinking about back in that initial decision. With Drop Cage, if you can say give this holdover, that's pretty insane. You can just descend all enemy units and daze them for a ton every turn. But yeah, here we'll be taking Grovel. And let's see, so remove Artifact Dupe or get started on the Merchant of Steel. Which would we? The Shadow Eater needs some help, and the Alpha Fiend needs some help, and we get a cave event out of it. The cave event could be pretty good. And the following floor, maybe if we get done what we need to get done, we can go to the Merchant of Trinkets. That could be pretty strong. As far as duplication, I don't want another Alpha Fiend, especially on an improved Alpha Fiend. That just doesn't help. Yeah, so I'd be duplicating like an unimproved spell. Doesn't sound very exciting. Let's go this way. Large Stone is a tough sell, but not an impossible one. I could put it on Shadow Eater. As is, I can put my champion behind Shadow Eater, but that's about it. That's interesting. And then we got Damage, Shield, and Rage. Not super excited about those. Yeah, let's get a little crazy. Try that, and then well, Quick is pretty bad, unfortunately. These end up being pretty mediocre. I'll put a little bit of attack on this, but really looking for multi-strike ideally. Okay. Well, Saint is good. I was thinking this is the other event that could give us extra energy, which would maybe be helpful, but I don't want this. I want 2 attack on my units. I mean, I have a couple units with multi-strike, so it is helpful, but I'm already drawing cards at a pretty bad rate, so I think this is going to be a skip for me. So that's a pretty poor cave event. Could spend some money removing cards. Probably, let's see. How many floors do I have? Probably have to hit the other Merchant of Steel, but maybe not. Maybe it's not that critical. I could wait until the final circle, though the final circle Merchant of Steel looks kind of crap. I'd rather hit the Magic Merchant there, maybe the Trinket Merchant here. So, yeah, there's a remove there. I'll do 1 remove because it's cheap. There is, like, the Stewards are obviously bad, but also these torches are pretty trash. Even the Imp could get removed, so there's a lot. Multi-strike for a random artifact. How worried am I about that? Maybe just put large on this, it's pretty tough, and it's going to clear out a lot of the smaller stuff, hopefully. But it's going to be... I think it's a little bit too scary. These tanks can get pretty insane. So, random artifacts generally not that enticing of a reward anyway. Okay, got our Overgorger. It's definitely going to deploy that one. And then leave these guys at the top, I think. Well, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Drew a lot better this time. Got all of our units set up right away. So now we just have to try to generate morsels each turn, and that's the game plan. Alright, not executing that so well right now. For a single Quill Marksman, I might not worry about it, and just put this somewhere else. And then I can just torch one of these marksmen. Probably this one. Do I want this Pyre Chomper around? Not really. Let's just dump it. Well, that'll give a harvest trigger though, so okay, I'll move on. Okay, Grovel's a nice one. Sure, I'll play that here. Play Shade Splitter. This can just have the energy, and these guys will get attack and health. And I can put armor on, I don't know, you. Ugh, so many bad draws. Alright, well, we're killing there. Sure. Yeah, we need to get our morsel generation improved, for sure. This is weak right now. Okay, quick is nice. Though, is it better than just playing a bunch of Shade Splitters? Gets me extra attacks. It gets me extra Slate Trigger, I mean, so it probably is. I'll give this lifesteal, that will actually help. And then just do one of these. Alright, here's a grovel. Of course, the multi-striking enemy, pretty strong against damage shield. It's fine. Should be more than okay here. There we are. Inferno, Pyrochomper, impressive. No, we're using all our floors, and these aren't really helpful. Ember Cache, Void Binding, Excavation, Eruption. Still not some stuff I'm interested in, unfortunately. Oh man, it's tricky. The remove's really good over here, but so is the Trinket Merchant. But I guess, yeah, I was gonna go with this Trinket Merchant maybe. So I don't have to go to the Merchant of Steel at the very end. I think I'll stick to that plan. Okay, these are not incredible. I'll probably give the Shadow Eater health. Seems fine. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Reroll. Okay, well, these were bad, that's fine. We'll just go for attack. Let's see what the cave event gives us. Okay, this is helpful. Go ahead and put this on one of the torches. And then here, remove Train Steward and another torch. And let's see. Yeah, I'll probably go that way, so I'm gonna save my money for now. Okay, so second boss, let's see how that goes. Hoping to draw in a good order. Yeah, this hidden passage ended up being a total dud as well, but oh well. Okay, looks like our bottom morsel is gonna bite it here, that's fine. Let's go ahead and deploy. Let's see, the top floor is smaller again, so I'll just deploy like so. Okay, there's the Gorger. Unfortunately, we can't do it and grovel at the same time, but I will still play it. They're all dying. Let's see here. Don't want to cast on this floor, or otherwise that would be a good torch target, maybe. Yeah, there isn't much to do here. Alright, it's a little bit more reasonable. Okay, it's just a rally, so we can Umbra Assault there, even though it gives him armor, I'm okay with it. And then play a Shade Splitter. Perfect. We'll deploy one on each floor here. Alright. We can encamp down here, so let's do that. This Pyre Chomper can just sit in the front and die. It's not really contributing. Energy. Energy. Lifesteal. There's our Purge Torch, that's nice. This is just one unit, and it buffs the other, so I'm not worried about eliminating it with Shadow Eater. Let's give you some additional shields, and then I guess something like... do I want to vent down here? No, I think I'll just do it this way. Tome's a little bit awkward here. It'll be good in the future probably, but right now I actually need this to attack second to go after the Crucible Warden, so I'm not going to worry about the Tome here. Do want to play Assault, and I guess I don't want to play it on this floor, so there's only one option. And then play 2 Shade Splitters. Let's see. I guess I'll put the health on these guys and give this thing lifesteal on attack. We're probably going to want to kill the Sycophant. Whole lot else to do this turn, unfortunately. Alright, got a hidden passage if we'd like. Not really helpful. Yeah, there's not a lot to do here. Alright, Grovel's a good pickup. Let's go ahead and deploy these things. This probably won't matter, but let's just try it. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, obviously we're just not stacking enough damage shields over the course of the level, which is a little bit tough. Am I just dead here? Can I do anything about this? quick has to help a little bit. It should at least give me one more hit in. Okay, and then I don't think lifesteal's gonna help very much. Just get used up too quickly. Oh, he might have just died. Let's see, 672 leaves it at 53, so take 2 hits. Huh. Well, that's a sudden and unfortunate ending. Alright, wow. Been a while since I've lost on that boss. I guess we just didn't have quite the right setup with the morsels there, and not able to generate the damage shields we needed to get through the fight. So, tough one there. But these things happen. We'll be back for more. For now, thank you for watching.